join you and all of our viewers here as we discuss all things relevant to the SPAC world from both a novice and an investor perspective. Joining us from Sicily is Luigi Martinez, CEO of Onda Energy Group. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks to you for inviting me.
Of course. Now that people can work anywhere in the world due to this pandemic, I can only imagine how beautiful it is to work from somewhere as spectacular as Sicily.
Yeah.
Awesome. Onda Energy has been having a breakout year and is now merging with the PPR SPAC. What do you think are the long-term trends in green energy for smart cities, and how does Onda plan to expand into this field?
Great. Yeah, this is the Archimedes city. In this town in Syracuse was born Archimedes about 500 years ago, and we spent all the pandemic years doing research. And finally, at the end of last year in December, we launched Efficiento. Efficiento is our technology. We already spoke about this. We launched it that allow the final customer of the group to have the breakdown of the bill in order to reach the single consumption. This was our first result. So we spent last year for the research. We want to spend this year and the next in deploying the market with this technology, in reaching all the final customer and providing them something that is unique in the world, because this technology today is the only part that we develop here that can be spread in our land, in our customer.
Awesome. And as we recover from the pandemic, many people are questioning why they should live in large cities worldwide. Due to this, are you seeing, we are seeing a shift towards many sunny destinations offering a great quality of life. How do you see Sicily and Sardinia evolving into a year-round residential destination for remote workers and remote companies?
Luckily, now is night here, so I cannot show you the sunshine we have in the morning, but for sure, there is a movement of people, a flow of people coming from the north of Italy or from the north of Europe who is moving here. Now I'm in Sicily. I was in Sardinia 2 days ago, and I met a lot of people that came back from Milano, from Torino, from the north of Italy, coming from Sardinia or not coming from Sardinia in the beginning, that are thinking about the best quality of life, are thinking about change their habit after this year. And so we will match this flow of people that are a good segment of people where we can work, where we can deploy the product and the service that the group provide. And it will be a nice challenge, actually.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I bet. But it's definitely one positive to come out of the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So we've said that 2021 is the year to invest in Italian utilities due to the super eco bonus being granted by the Italian state. Can you please elaborate for us on how this is impacting Onda's business and how long you think that this will last?
Okay, for us it's not news because we are an energy provider and utilities, and there are several utilities. But since here we start working with the research, as I said before, with other products in order to be different, in order to make a difference. Providing energy gas is something very boring. All the people need it, but if you don't add something of interesting, it can be very boring, not an interesting activity to do. So that's why we utilize in the past the service from the government, like the eco bonus and so on, in order to distribute more service, more product. Efficient is just an example, but there are other services like the smart grid, like the photovoltaic panel and so on, that allow the customer to become a prosumer, that is something who produce and consume the energy. In this trade, we serve the final customer with our technology. We are working with other technological partners, Ledcom, as Voltware, in order to make a unique service, unique features that can reach the offer that we already provide to the market. This will be the first challenge that you want to catch with the eco bonus in Italy.
Nice, that's awesome. So where do you see Onda Energy in 2 years' time? Like what kind of valuation, as well as what type of company do you think that it will be?
That's a nice question. We worked since about 10-15 years. We worked since the beginning. We start working since the beginning of privatization. We have almost 50,000 final customers, mainly in the island, but spread out in on Italy. And the evaluation of a customer of a company like this run around 30-40 million enterprise value. So we think that in the develop of the future through the SPAC or through the fund or private equity and so on, we can at least double the value in order to distribute, as said before, technology and system and service and features like the one we are developing right now.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's all the questions I have for you today, but I will be handing it back over to Andreea.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure for me.